Nature Strip moves in. The world champion, the Everest of 2022, and we're ready to go. The gates are back, they're off and racing. Eduardo jumped well. So did Nature Strip on the outside, overpass there. Nature Strip staying deep on the outside of overpass, and Shades of Rose settles in fifth. Then came Kevin Tari from the 3-year-old Giga Kick firing up. So it's Eduardo and his old sparring partner Nature Strip. They're running a long way from home. Joyful Fortune holding a spot on the rails. They swing now. Eduardo and Nature Strip head and head up the rise, and a thriller here on the Everest, and Nature Strip given the cue by McDonald, and the champ races to the lead by a length on Eduardo. Private Eyes running on, then came over past Shades of Rose, Jacquino and Giga Kick. Nature Strip a length in front. Private Eye, Giga Kick down the outside, wins the Everest. The unbeaten 3-year-old's done it. Giga Kick beat Private Eye. Then Nature Strip, Jacquino and Marzu. The unbeaten 3-year-old has swamped them right out. Giga Kick coming from a mile back. That's been some win. Craig Williams, no stranger to big race success.
How about that on Saturday? If you reckon you haven't had 3 days of ripping racing, get ready for the TAB Champion Stakes Day. Sometimes there's a bit of hyperbole in the naming of races and events. This one is absolutely the Day of Champions, the rematch. Giga Kick, the upstart from Victoria, got up and got Nature Strip, the international superstar. We've been talking about this for the whole week, and everywhere we go, everyone's talking and positioning themselves. How are you feeling about it, Francesca?
I never thought I'd say that the last day of the carnival is, I think, the most exciting day. Of course, the cup is
used to be jumping castles for kids once upon a time.
Well, family day, right? Well, it's still got that vibe about the families.
Oh, it's the champions now.
Yeah, the champions now. We've got these $3 million races. We've got bonuses for certain horses going in there as well. And it's worked so well, hasn't it? Because we've got all the stars of the spring coming together. And Nature Strip match, I never thought he could be beaten in the Everest, because he's been such a dominant sprinter for such a long time. His performance at Royal Ascot was next level, but it makes it a bit more interesting now, doesn't it?
And then you put Bella Nipotina into the persuasion, and wow,
What's your mail on Nature Strip?
I just spoke to Chrissy Waller, and he just gave me that smile and a wink. I said, "How is the big fella?" And he just said, "Spot on."
So second up last time.
Well, you guys, he's
flying back from overseas, the whole business.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Logistically, it's a big thing. His stats are too good to ignore. He has had 9 starts here down the straight for 6 wins and 2 seconds.
Let's hear from Chris Waller. He's not only speaking to Glenn Boss, he's speaking to Katie Price.
All right. Well, fabulous to have Chris Waller back here at Flemington. Chris, you've got a few on Oaks Day today, but I want to look ahead to Nature Strip. How's he come through the run in the Everest?
He's come through it really well. We were a little bit deflated when he was beaten, but full credit to Giga Kick, who he races against on Saturday. So we get our chance to get the belt back of the champion. But he's really well. He's bounced through the run. He's travelled down from Sydney and settled in. And he's done it a few times now, so he loves the straight, and he's a very good horse, so I hope he can bounce back.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get him out here on the wide straight at Flemington, won't it?
Yeah, well, barrier draw is not quite as important when they're running in a straight line. Last start, he drew the outside, and he had to cover a lot of ground, so that was our excuse, which we're entitled to have. But look, I don't think he lost too many admirers, and as I said, he gets his chance to put the chest out on Saturday.
Oh, looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie. Good on you, Chris. Now, can I ask you guys, the straight here for a Nature Strip probably suits that horse better than the straight for Giga Kick, who had the bend in Sydney. So the Melbourne horse coming back might be disadvantaged the Sydney horse coming down.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating, because Giga Kick's had one go and he won very impressively. But Nature Strip, 9 for 6 and 3 minor placings. It's very, very hard to ignore those stats.
Is it with Giga Kick? Is it a case that we need to see it again to believe it? I mean, obviously he was the winner already here at Flemington. He had Buenos Noches and behind him there. He then went on and did what he did in the Everest. But do we believe that, or do we need to see it again?
I think you've got to trust your eye. Giga Kick was amazing. He'll get the same weight advantage coming here. What you see is what you get. He was unbelievable, and he's a young juvenile who's, he might be getting better with every run. So
well, that's the thing, because Nature Strip's now what?
Well,
eight.
He's 8-year-old, and the rating said he was a length and a half below his best, Nature Strip, in the Everest. there's a very big chance he'll kick back and find that length and a half. Chris Waller's very confident, and the stats say that down the straight he's going to find that. But Giga Kick might find another length. You just don't know. Where is the ceiling with this young horse?
And is it just a 2-horse race?
No. I was going to ask, what about Bella Nipotina?
It's not.
Do you have anything for Bella Nipotina?
Oh, my God. She was extraordinary the other day. Like, in the last quarter, she put 4 lengths on a very good field the other day, and she's no one out in the Medicaid. She gets a weight relief as well. You've got to put her in the mix. She's a very, very good mare.
She was explosive here, wasn't she?
Oh, my God.
Look at the way she ran away from them.
Yeah. And these aren't slouches behind her. These are very good horses, and she made them look like ponies.
That was around a bend,
Yep.
Mooney Valley, left-handed. We know quite a tight turning track.
She hasn't won down the straight.
She was third in the race last year.
Yeah, she's got a placing down the straight. She's had 4 goes down the straights for a second, 2/3. So she's not without it, without.
Is there anything outside the top 3? Mark Zara's riding ball. We're going to speak to Mark a little bit later on here in the telecast. Nothing else, just those 3?
They're not the class.
No.
This is enough to watch. You know what I mean? You've got Bella Nipotina who's going to give them start. You've got Giga Kick, he's going to be stalking Nature Strip the whole. I mean, this is mouth-watering stuff. I'm really excited about Saturday, to the point where I probably won't sleep on Friday night because I'm so excited about this coming up.
And you're not even riding.
Well, it's not just, you just love the best horses, and they're all in such great form. That's the thing. We're going to watch a really good contest. We've got 3 great horses, great jockeys, all in great form, down the Flemington Straight. Doesn't get any better than that.
And we've got the sprint, the mile and the stakes, 3 races worth $3 million apiece. It is just sensational. In fact, what's so good about it is all the horses that you've been hearing about, if you've just got a passive interest in racehorsing over the last period of time, they're all here on Saturday. You got an early tip for us, Francesca?
Ooh.
All right, let's take a break now. We're going to, from the horse racing...